Good morning. I'm feeling a little inspired today, so I'm going to make chocolate crackles. So I've put in 1 cup of icing sugar, just cheap stuff, it's all the junk food. 1 cup of coconut and 3 tablespoons of good quality chocolate, because you know chocolate's got to be good. So they're in my bowl. I'm going to give them a mix. So that's the icing sugar, cocoa and coconut. So give that a mix. To that I've got to add rice bubbles. Rice bubbles. That's my first cup. And I have to do 4 of those. Number 2, number 3, and 4. And then it says I've got to mix it all up. Make it all, you know, nice looking. Obviously you can't push up your rice bubbles too much, or it won't be a chocolate crackle now, will it? It'll just be a chocolate gush. Alright, now to get the cocoa and melt the cocoa. My cocoa, and it says I need a whole block, so I'll get the block out. I'm going to put it into a fry pan so it melts faster, because more volume, you know, instead of using a big ass fry pan. Instead of using a big ass saucepan, I'm going to use this fry pan. So, puts the whole thing in, so I've got to melt this whole block. Melted, what is it? Vegetable shortening. Yeah, not really. Alright, so we'll melt that down. Okay, so while that's melting at a low heat, I'm just going to come out, check my washing, because obviously as a full-time carer I have to, am I just doing that too close? I don't know. Anyway, as a full-time carer I have to do washing and stuff, and it's such a nice day I thought I'd get out for a quick second. And there's our lemon tree, which is tiny compared to our orange tree, which is full of oranges. But I don't know when they're going to be ripe, because I've never grown them, but they're a bit hard. I think they need a little bit longer. But have a look at this. This is my pride and joy at the moment. So this is my coriander that's growing, and I grew that from a seed. How awesomeness. And everyone told me it wasn't possible. It wasn't possible, they said. Oh, that's my garlic that I'm growing from garlic bits. Only 2 survived the winter. Oh, it's kind of sunny. And all my other garden bit that I did, because I'm not really a gardener, oh, it's a bit bright for me there, has just gone to crap. So I got some new stuff to put on there. I got this. Don't know if you can see that. So that will stop the weeds. And that's the cat. Hello, Missy. What are you doing up there? Yeah, really? You want to come inside? No? Alright, you're just saying hello, are ya? That's our stray cat that we now have. Basically, we've now adopted her, so she's now our cat, and we named her Missy because she's a girl cat, but my grandfather still forgets. So anyway, let's go back in and see how vegetable shortening is, because you can't leave something on the stove for very long when it's melting, especially when it's made to, like, it can catch fire, you know. Wow, look at that. It's been melting good, hasn't it? I turned it down to a low heat because I wanted to go outside and check the washing. And don't use your fingers like that, that's naughty. But not long now we'll be able to put it in our other mixture and then put it in what do you call them? Patty cake tins. Gets down to this much, just turn it off and the residual heat will melt that last bit, as you can see. Just because you've got to cool it down before you put it in your chocolate mixture, so you may as well do it already. And this is electric, so you turn off early. There you go, it's already melted. So we're all ready. Just going to let it cool for a bit and then we can... Okay, so I've got my patty cakes all out. It says it will make 24. And I've got my mixture, and here goes the kofa. Ooh. Make sure I get it all in. Okay, it's all in, and I've got to mix it all up and make it all wet and chocolatey. So I've got my icing sugar, coconut, rice bubbles and cocoa powder in here with the kofa. So let's just mix it all up and be careful not to break all my lovely rice bubbles. Looks decadent already, doesn't it? Okay, so we're all mixed in. So for those of you in Australia who want to make it, the rice bubble pack has a recipe, but if not, you need 4 cups of rice bubbles, 1 cup of coconut, desiccated coconut, 1 cup of icing sugar, and 3 tablespoons of cocoa, and you also need a whole pack, which I think was 250 grams of kofa to mix up, and then you pop them over here into your little shells and then into the fridge to harden them, and that's making chocolate crackles for the oldies. So I'm going to do that now and see how I go, and then see if Pa likes them when they're cold. Probably the person who will eat most of these though will be my boyfriend Damien. He's skinny as, and he eats junk like this, but he's always skinny. He loves chocolate crackles, so I've got enough mixture to make 2 more batches, but I'm only going to make 1 today and see how I go, and then see whether I need to adjust the recipe or not. And yeah, so that's chocolate crackle making. Easy job, and if you've got kids, you could do this at home. The only thing you'd do is the kofa for them. The rest they can probably do themselves. Good school holiday thing. Let's be a bit generous. Oop. Chocolatey goodness. Bit more. Chocolate crackles. They'll be beautiful once they're cold. Well, there's all my chocolate crackles in there. Now it says it makes 24, but for some reason I got mixture left over, so I'm gonna get a few more patty tins and make some more. But that's it. Now I've got to put them in the fridge now to cool. But don't they look lovely? Okay, being old doesn't mean you don't like treats. So chocolate ice cream for Pa.
Thank you.
Nice. Yeah.